You know, there are moments in history that change everything, and we are living through one right now. There's a force reshaping our world, and honestly, it's moving way faster than the internet ever did. We're not talking about some new chatbot thingy. We're talking about a complete rewiring of how everything works, leading to what this system calls radical abundance. Think about that, a future where knowledge and opportunity are just everywhere, for everyone. And the engine behind all of this? It's AI.
And that brings us to this exact moment, because when a shift this massive happens, it forces a choice on all of us. And I'm not being dramatic when I say this. The choice you make right now about how you engage with this, it could genuinely set the course for your entire future. The stakes are really, really high.
So what's the best way to picture what's happening? Imagine a giant tidal wave. Seriously. But this isn't some swell way out on the horizon that we can just watch. Nope. It's here. It's happening right now. And it is getting bigger every single day. That really only leaves us two options, right? You can stand on the beach and get completely swept away, or you can figure out how to surf.
To really get your head around the scale of this, let's just look back for a second. The printing press came along and suddenly knowledge wasn't just for the elite anymore. Then the personal computer, it unleashed digital creativity for millions of us. Well, AI is being presented as that next huge leap. It's unlocking something totally new, human scalability. Just imagine, one person's idea, one person's talent, but amplified 1,000 times over, reaching the entire globe almost instantly. That's the kind of power we're talking about here.
Now, a wave this big, it can be pretty overwhelming, right? To navigate it, you don't just need a surfboard. You need a guide, someone who really understands the currents. So let's meet the architect behind the system we're exploring today, a guy named Mike Hayes. And his journey? Well, it makes him uniquely qualified for this exact moment.
If you look at his career, you see this fascinating pattern. He's always been mastering the next new form of media. He started as a 2-time Peabody Award-winning journalist at NBC, where he got really good at the power of telling a great story. Then, he made a big pivot and became a pioneer in direct response TV. Yep, those but wait there's more infomercials. And with that, he mastered how to get millions of people to pick up the phone and take action. See the thread? He's always been on the cutting edge, figuring out how new technologies can move people.
And this is where it all clicks into place. See, DRTV wasn't just about selling a product. It was about telling a story, educating you, and then creating this powerful urge to act. Well, direct response AI uses that exact same psychology, but it does it in a way that's way more personal and immediate. Instead of a phone number flashing on a screen, you're having an interactive conversation that takes you from being curious to taking action, all right there inside a chat window.
Okay, so knowing the philosophy behind all this, let's get into the what. What was actually built here? This isn't just one website or some cool tool. It's a whole ecosystem designed from the ground up to help literally anyone thrive in this new world. It's a 4-step path to, well, learn how to surf that wave. And the path itself is beautifully simple. It's really designed to take anyone from being a total novice to actually being a practitioner. It all starts with learning. Then you move into practicing what you've learned. From there, it gives you the tools you need to earn from your new skills. And finally, and this is key, it connects it all back to your local community by sharing. Learn, practice, earn, share. Let's dig into why each of these steps is so important.
Every big journey starts with that first step. And let's be honest, AI can feel like this giant, intimidating leap into the dark. That's why the whole path starts here at podcastlistening.com. It's designed to be your warm welcome. It's a place where you can just listen to stories from people just like you who are already finding success. The goal is to turn that feeling of intimidation into genuine curiosity and, excitement.
But inspiration by itself isn't enough, is it? The next step is all about turning that curiosity into a real capability. So you go to chatgptnetworking.com, which is kind of like the digital coffee house for this new frontier. This is where you actually get your hands dirty. You go from just listening to actively doing. You're collaborating, asking questions, and you quickly figure out that the best way to learn this stuff is by, well, using it together.
Okay, so once you've built a skill, what's the next logical step? Well, it's to share it, and maybe even earn a little something from it. This is where that direct response DNA really comes out to play. Anyone who's ever tried to sell a course or an ebook online knows about the dreaded sales funnel, right? All those clicks and pages a customer has to go through. ChatGPTDirect.com just gets rid of all that friction. It's an instant checkout built right into a conversation. It turns a simple chat into a direct sale. Pretty cool.
And finally, the whole journey comes full circle. It brings it all back home. Technology can feel really isolating sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. LoveLocalNetworking.com is all about taking these powerful digital tools and plugging them right into our physical communities. We're talking about sharing what you know at the local library, sparking new ideas at a neighborhood meetup. It's about making sure this whole AI revolution is grounded in what actually matters most, real human connection.
So we've seen the 4 parts, but the real magic here, it isn't in any single one of these steps. It's in how they all work together. This isn't just a to-do list. It's a self-reinforcing system. It's a system of momentum and growth. It's like a perpetual engine.
The core idea that powers this whole engine is called the flywheel effect. And the concept is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The idea is that every single thing you do in one part of the system adds energy and momentum to all the other parts, which makes the whole thing spin faster and faster, all on its own.
So let's just walk through how this thing actually turns. The inspiration you get from listening to the podcast, that leads you to go collaborate on the networking site. That collaboration sparks new ideas that you can then monetize with that direct sales tool. And then succeeding within your real-world community, well, that creates new, amazing stories that get shared right back on the podcast. It's a complete self-powering circle. You see how it works?
Look, this is so much more than just a clever business model. It's all built on a very clear, human-centered mission. There's a much bigger why that's driving every single thing we've just looked at. Right at the very core of this entire system are three simple guiding principles: heart, humanity, and hospitality. The entire philosophy is about empowering people, not just deploying technology. In an age where everything's becoming automated, these values make sure the focus always stays on using these tools to build better human connections, not to replace them.
And this statement, it really just says it all. The ultimate goal here is to help every single person learn how to learn with these incredible new tools. And not just so they can survive all the changes AI is bringing, but so they can actually thrive and build a sustainable, abundant future for themselves.
Which, brings us right back to where we started. The AI wave isn't coming, it's here. And this system provides a board to surf it. So really, the only question left to answer is the one right there on your screen. Are you ready to take that first super simple step?